Yo guys, how's it going, and welcome back to FIFA 18 Squad Builder. Now today guys, as you saw in the title, I'm showing you 300k hybrid squad builder that is insane, and I've pretty much never lost an actual game with them. Now look at my record, it is very obviously different, but obviously close at the same time, and that's because of FUT Champions and just how it is at the moment. But guys, at the same time, this team is just insane, and the way I play it, and it really suits me as a style, but guys, it should suit as a style as well, because it's just OP at the same time with the attacking. But anyway guys, let's get into the team. So guys, we're playing 3-4-2-1 formation with Zidane as the manager. Now to start off in goal, I'm going to be having probably a legend goalkeeper who got the best goalkeeper of the year, which is Buffon. I know it's just Buffon, I don't know how to say his actual first name. But apart from that, he's got 89 diving, 88 handling, 74 kicking, 84 reflexes and 90 positioning. Now I've got the glove technique on him, which actually does improve his diving, handling, position, which just makes him more better as a player in general. Now he's 6'3", cost me 54,000 coins, and there's definitely not an actual doubt of me actually trading him again because he's so good for me at the same time. Now guys, moving on to defence, at the right centre back, we are going to be having a right back, which I suppose is a bit odd in a way, but I just really like him as a player in general. But apart from that, it's going to be Antonio Valencia from Man U, who's just a tank. The 87 pace, 81 dribbling, 78 defending, 85 physical, and 75 passing. 3-star skill moves, high attacking and defensive work rates, 5'11", cost me 32,000 gold. Cost me 32,000 coins. In 12 games, hasn't got any goals or assists, but that's mainly because he's actual centre back and he doesn't really do that much. And then moving on to central centre back, we are going to be having an absolutely insane centre back who will be linking in to Antonio. That is going to be Bailey from Man U as well. That's 78 pace, 84 defending, 84 physical, 3-star weak foot, high defensive work rate, 6'2", cost me 39,500 coins. In 26 games, 0 goals and 0 assists. He did score quite a few nearly goals, but just didn't manage to do it. But with my actual previous Baileys, he's got me about 4 or 5 goals every 10 games, which is actually really decent for a centre back like him. And moving on to my left centre back, we are going to be having Barzagli from Juventus to link obviously into Buffon. 71 pace, 88 defending, and 73 physical. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, high defensive work rate, 6'2", 8,100 coins. And again, hasn't got any goals or assists, but obviously he's a really solid centre back, especially having Antonio, Bailey and Barzagli together. It's just a really tank of the actual defence, and no one actually gets past them. Now guys, I'm going to be moving to the right mid, and I'm going to be having Dembele from Barcelona, who's really good as a player in general, I think. With that 91 pace, 76 shooting, 75 passing, 88 dribbling, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, high attacking work rate. 33,500 coins. In 12 games, 0 goals and 4 assists. I was a bit shocked by this, but I suppose he's more of a right mid and he's been sitting back more. He's been quite defensive as well at the same time and does get back quite a bit. Now guys, to link into actual Dembele, I'm going to be having Schneiden from Everton, who's just a really sick player in general. And didn't mean Matic, he's obviously my next centre mid as you just saw. But apart from that, that's 77 dribbling, 79 defending, 81 physical, 76 passing, 3-star weak foot, high defensive work rate, 5'11". He's my first owner, he goes for around 3,400 coins. In 36 games, he's got me 1 goal. But he's more of a defensive midfielder and really holds up really well. And guys, as you just saw, my left centre mid is going to be Matic from Man U. With that 70 shooting, 76 passing, 72 dribbling, 80 defending, 87 physical, 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, high defensive work rate, 6'4", 4,900 coins. In 22 games, he's got me 1 assist. He's got me a red card as well, but I went obviously into a yellow card, explaining them 2 yellow cards at the same time. But guys, these two together really do hold the midfield, and they're just really tank in general, having that really good defensive attribute about them both. Now guys, moving on to left mid, we are going to be having an insane player who is just really tank, and pretty much he's quite slow but still is really OP at the same time. That player is going to be Arnautovic from West Ham with the inform. He's got 79 pace, 80 shooting, 82 passing, 84 dribbling, 82 physical, 4-star weak foot and skill moves, medium work rates for attacking and defensive, 6'4", 34,500 coins. In 12 games, 8 goals and 0 assists. Now he's just a really solid player in general, and he normally does get me those kind of clutch goals or that start off goal to give me that oomph to get even more goals at the same time. Now guys, that is my midfield, and it's really solid and it's quite expensive at the same time. But moving on to the strikers, we are going to be starting with kind of left forward, and obviously they do play at left wing. But apart from that, it's going to be Anthony Martial, who's just a really general sick player in general. At 91 pace, 79 shooting, 70 passing, 85 dribbling, 74 physical, 4-star weak foot and skill move, medium attack and work rate, 44,500 coins. In 26 games, 23 goals and 9 assists. He's just a tank. He nearly scores a hat-trick nearly every single game. He's just so good, and especially with assists at the same time. If you pass across the goal, he's there. Header, he's there. If you want a through ball, he's there at the same time. He's just an amazing player, and that attacking work, medium work rate should go up to at least the higher because he's just really good. Now guys, onto the right forward or a right wing as I play him, it is just another inform, and that is going to be Alessandrini from LA Galaxy. He's just a really good tank in general. I do like him. That 93 pace, 85 shooting, 81 passing, 85 dribbling, 75 physical, 4-star weak defense skill moves, 5 for 8, high attack and work rate, 25,000 coins. 25,000 coins for a player like him, and in 12 games, 14 goals and 14 assists. Now for that much coins, that is so sick for a player like him. That inform, and he's got a banging free kick as well. I believe it's like 91 or 87, something like that, ridiculous. And it's just so good, and he's an amazing assister and amazing scorer at the same time. Him and Martial together are just unstoppable. Now guys, to finish off my squad builder at striker, we are going to be having Gamero from Atletico Madrid, who's just a tank, and I love him absolute to bits. With that 87 pace, 83 shooting, 75 passing, 79 dribbling, 3-star weak defense, 3-star skill moves, medium work rates for attack and defensive, 5 for 8, 10,000 coins, but he's probably around 3,000, 2,000 coins now. He's an absolute bargain, but in 131 games, 82 goals and 63 assists. Now that's more like pretty much he's involved in more than one goal every single game, which is really decent, and he's just a really good player in general, especially with that pace and actually shooting at the same time. Now he is probably the better Mbappe, and he's probably the better version of him, which is just really decent. But guys, this is my team. I really do like it in general. It's really solid. Obviously got the strength, obviously got the pace, got the shooting. It's just general amazing. Now guys, I recommend, if you want any substitutes, I recommend put in for Kier, obviously for Matic or Schneiderlin. You can have Mane for like Martial or Arnautovic, Sane again for the same two players, Sanchez for obviously the same centre backs, and obviously for Antonio, obviously for the up front if you want to change it. Now guys, I recommend these two if you are playing a 4-4-2 formation, just because they'll really work well as the centre backs. But instead of obviously having Valencia, you would have obviously Liechtenstein, and Masaka would be the extra player taken out, probably Schneiden, but this player is just in general at the same time really amazing. But guys, that is going to be the end of the squad. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe button if you're new, and until next time, see ya.